This is me riding in a regular stance. Now, you might think that I look confident or collected or well advanced in riding. But the truth of the matter is that I actually used to suck. My natural stance is actually goofy foot, and learning regular was a nightmare for me to try. So I wanted to show you the very first day I attempted to learn how to ride regular on my penny board. We are at this park in Mesa, Arizona, and I am gonna be going and trying to teach myself how to skate the opposite way. Now, the first issue I really had with riding was feeling comfortable just standing on it with my left foot forward. This position just felt extremely uncomfortable for me because of how unnatural it felt. This is so much harder than I even have imagined. I feel so unstable, and I feel like I can get no power when I push. I didn't like my left foot forward. It just is weird to me. My right foot is dominant, and that's the lead foot I always had when riding, and my brain couldn't comprehend what my body was doing, and it felt like there was a disassociation between the two. So a lot of the times in these clips, I'm just struggling to really get my stance correct. I am having trouble adjusting my feet and feeling balanced because I just feel completely off in general. So just feeling comfortable standing on your board is really the first thing anyone I would recommend trying to do, is just making sure you feel comfortable standing. I tried pushing a little bit too early on. When I tried incorporating pushing into it, it just was even more wacky, and it's pretty evident how much I was struggling putting my right foot on the floor to push and then having to shift my weight back onto my board to bring my leg onto my deck. And going from a pushing position to a standing position to riding, it was too much movement where I just felt extremely unstable because I wasn't even stable standing still on my board going in a straight position. So standing comfortably is something that you're just gonna really wanna focus and dial in on. As I progressed in this session, I definitely started getting a little bit more comfortable standing. However, I needed to do a different style of pushing. It's where I actually come off my board and then jump on my board, because jumping on my board actually allowed me to feel more comfortable getting on my board and generating speed. Because one very common beginner habit that doesn't really suit you well is when you shift your weight back and forth when you push. I am blatantly doing that because I myself am a beginner, and that's okay. It's okay to do this. We're learning. This is all about learning and growing. And this is something that I had to learn to try not to do. And it was hard. It didn't come naturally. Obviously, that's the theme of this whole video. Now, at this particular park, I was having a lot of difficulty with the actual sidewalk because there were little bumps in the sidewalk every 5 feet. So I just kept hitting them, and it kept slowing my momentum. And because I wasn't getting a lot of speed, it was making it a lot more difficult for me to actually go smoothly. And then that's when I made the real bonehead move and decided to start going right next to the water, and it's something that I should not have done. No! My penny board fell in the water. Thank the Lord this is a shallow place. Oh my gosh, I would have lost this thing for good. Dang it. This is unfortunate.
A few moments later.
So I spent some time to let my penny board actually dry off, and I'm gonna pretty much stay away from the water from now on. I kind of learned my lesson not to do that. I practiced for about probably an hour to 2 hours. The finale trick that we're gonna be trying is from one end of the court all the way to the other without falling off or anything. This is it, the real challenge. Can Tyler do regular footing? did it! Oh, baby! Did you see that? We just went from point A to point B, back to point A without falling. That is the biggest win of the day for me. Definitely still doesn't feel the best, and I know that I still have a lot to work on, but it definitely is something I'm glad I'm doing because I definitely think it'll help my overall boarding. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, my name is Tyler Westman. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. I really appreciate it, and it does mean a lot. So thank you again, and I'll catch you on the next adventure. Peace out from my penny board and this bar. Ciao!